Hey guys, come on in, come on in. Come on in, get ready for story time. Hey Lee girl. Hey Eric. Hey Marissa. Hey Lady Bridget. Hey Sophonia. Don't forget to close the door. Come on in, come on in. Hey August. Come on in, come on in. Hey Toxic Sweetness. Hey Sherry, hey Jasmine, come on in. Don't forget to close the door. Don't forget to close the door. I see y'all are piling up on in here, but I ain't closing the door. Close the door. Close the door. Uh oh, Eric. Okay. Don't say I ain't warn you. Hey, hey, Story. Eric, you better close the kitchen window behind you too. Yes, Sophonia, it's been a while. Hey, PT. Hey, Honda, Chubby Honda. Hey, Give and Go. Y'all come on in. We're about to start story time. In a couple of minutes, I'm trying to give everybody time to come in, get settled, get situated, slide over, let everybody come in and sit down. I don't need everybody trying to pile up in here and not let your cousins sit down. So slide over. I'm going to need y'all to slide over, let your cousins come on down. Okay, Eric, you close it. Thank you. Thank you. Won't need no damn flies in here. Thank you. So yes, welcome to Haunted but True Story Time, where all the stories are creepy as hell but true as yes. So, hey Lakeisha. Yes. So if you're new to my page, please hit that subscribe button that you see at the bottom of this live, as well as that bell so you can be notified when I go live or drop a video, okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys a story tonight. Tonight's story is going to be about Lake Lanier because Lake Lanier won the polls. Y'all know I run a fair voting poll. So Lake Lanier won. Let's see. Auntie, you heard the video about the white girl going to Lake Lanier because she was scared, and the comments was eating her up, saying she should have went further. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Hi, Carlton. Hey, Miss Carter. Thank you. Okay, guys. So, like I said, tonight's story time is gonna be about Lake Lanier, haunted but true Lake Lanier story. Now, there are three ways you could be included in these story times. You could be a victim, or you could survive. I can't guarantee you neither, but I can guarantee you will be in the story. Now, there are three ways you could be included in these story times. The first way you can be included in story time is by joining the family. Now, joining the family is a membership, but it's baller budgetable. Don't worry, it's baller budgetable. You're gonna cut into your blunt money, your weave money, your lashes money, your baby diaper money. It's $1.99 for the smallest package I have a month. Okay? Then the second way to be included in story time is any tip over $10 will automatically get you put in story time. And this tip can come through Cash App, YouTube, whichever, however, you will be included in story time no matter how you send that tip. If you decide to send that tip through YouTube, please make it with a little cute sticker. I love the stickers. Yes. Moderator, can I get that posted, please, so I can pin it? And the last and final way you can be included in story time is by becoming biggest tipper. Now, biggest tipper starts at $35. Whoever comes over that, and whoever has the biggest tip at the end of the night will be in a month worth of story time. Now, I can't guarantee that they're gonna survive. Okay, don't be lying on me. Auntie said I was gonna survive all my story times. You'll lie. You'll lie. I ain't say that, but I could try to help you survive. I guess I don't know. I'll pick some stories where you survive. But yeah, those are the three ways you can be included in story time. We are about to get ready to start this story time. Hey, K Royal. Yes, we are about to get ready to crank this thing up. If you guys are ready for your creepy but true story time for tonight, go ahead and give it them thumbs, give it them thumbs, give it them thumbs. This story will be about Lake Lanier tonight, so give it them thumbs. Let me know you are ready. Kay, did you put that in there for me? Yes, yes. And tonight's story time is about Lake Lanier, and the story comes from a young lady who was about to purchase a lake house on Lake Lanier. And you know how you get to walk through and see how everything look, and if you're satisfied with everything. Well, her husband decided to take a walk through the house and look through everything, and she came across this letter that was under the floorboard in one of the bedrooms in the lake house. Mind you, she was looking to purchase this lake house, but after receiving his letter, baby girl said, "Fuck the lake house. I don't even want it that much." Oh yes, K Roy, you caught alive. You caught alive. Okay, guys. Y'all playing a shot? Y'all playing a Lake Lanier shot game? Every time I say Lake Lanier, you got to take a shot. Whether it's water, juice, whatever you got. Yes. Okay. So I guess we playing a Lake Lanier shot game. I guess so then. Okay. Kay, are you still in here? Yes, Tay Tay, you are late. Tay Tay, can you pin my Cash App stuff? Lee Girl said, can you call me Shay? Okay, I call you Shay in the story. Lee Girl. Okay. Shay. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go with this story. Y'all ready? Y'all can hear me? Everything good? Say Shay. Okay. I hope everybody ready. All right, guys. So this is a story that I'm calling The Haunted Rules of Lake Lanier. And this story has Lee Girl / Shay, Reese, Laquita, and Passion Fruit. And I hope you ladies are all here. Hey, Trucker. Trucker, are we driving? Are we in standing still? Where are we? Can you put that for me, Tay Tay? Okay. Okay. So this story is called The Hunting Rules of Lake Lanier. I didn't even know it was whatever. So this story, like I said, come from a young lady who was about to purchase a lake house over on Lake Lanier, but after she found this paper, this letter under one of the floorboards, she decided not to purchase this house. Okay, so you guys are ready. Everybody can hear me. Y'all thumbs up the live. Let me know y'all can hear me. I don't want nobody saying they couldn't hear me. You home, Trucker? Okay, cool. That's what's up. You safe. That's what's up. So you free to tip too. Okay, that's what's up. All right, guys. So like I said, this letter was found under the floorboards of a house that she was about to buy in Lake Lanier. It was wrote by a woman named Reese to a woman named Cammy. Okay? I hope you ladies would like the story. Like to hear, here it goes. So the letter starts off to Cammy from Reese saying, if you read this letter, don't go to the lake house. Burn this letter if you must, but do not try to investigate what really happened. I know you haven't heard from me in a while, and I know I've been really quiet and haven't been responding, but I feel like because you are my best friend, you deserve to know the truth. That is how the story starts off. Hi, Regina. Hi, Miss Nikki. Hi, Tristan. Tristan, I'm a female. You can hear it in my voice. Yeah, you can see it in my cheekbones and stuff. Yeah. It's okay. I'm going to let it slide. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We all hurt me. Okay. So, like I said, she told her to burn the letter if she must, but don't investigate what really went down at this house. Okay. So, apparently, this girl, they ain't seen each other. They haven't talked to each other. But according to the story, this is how it go. It's okay, Tristan. This is how it goes. So, she says, around September, she left to go to college, and she moved down here to Georgia. She was going to school over here close by Lake Lanier. Because she showed up kind of late, all the dorms was really taken, so it wasn't really no on-campus living. So she had to find somewhere to live. Now, when she got down here, she ran into 3 awesome girls that she said was super helpful because she was new here, so she didn't really know anything. But these 3 girls were super helpful, and it was Passion Fruit, Laquita, and Shay. So she met them, when she first got down here, and they hit it off like fast friends. Everything was good. Now, Laquita, Shay, and Reese are all seniors, so this is their last year in college, and they have permission to live off of campus because they are seniors. Now, Reese, yeah, wait a minute. Now, Reese comes down there and she's new. Like I said, she don't, she don't really know anybody, but she met with them and she had it, a really good time with them. So she considered them to be friends. Now, when she got down there, like I said, it was late. She didn't have a spot for her to live on campus, so she got special permission to live off campus because there wasn't no more dorms open. Everything was full. Every floor was packed. Every room was packed. So they gave her special permission to live outside of the campus dorms as long as she was, in walking distance of the school and the school approved of, the living Cool. So she tells her friend, she let Laquita them know all the dorms are full. I don't have anywhere to stay. I need to find somewhere to stay before classes start. And they was like, well, we looking for off-campus, living too, because we can live off campus now. We seniors. So she was like, y'all think we can live together? Like, get, somewhere together? And she was like, we supposed to be going to see this house. The dude was gonna rent us the house for the semester. So, it's like 5 bedrooms. If you want to come, look at a house, you can come with us. So she like, bet, oh my goodness, like this is exactly what I needed. Like y'all are on point with this shit. So Risa gets in with them and they go over to the house. Now when they pull up to the house, it is a 2-story, old, creaky, dirty wood looking house. But we need somewhere to fucking stay. Plus the rent was dirt ass cheap. So at this point, beggars can't be choosy. So they get out the car and they go inside the house. Now, when they go inside the house, the landlord is creepy as fuck too. He's an older gentleman, speak real softly, has tremors in his right hand. They go in, they see the place, they look at everything, they come back down, they make a quick decision. We're gonna go ahead and get the spot. So the man gives them the little lease for them to sign. They sign a lease, he signed a lease, and then he slid them a old water damaged type paper under the lease. Along with the lease, he just slid it under there with them with the lease paper. So he leaves. He don't say nothing. He just leaves. And as they going through the lease paperwork and stuff, they see this old water damaged piece of paper he done slid up under the bottom of the lease. So when he, when she see the shit, when Laquita see it, she like, what the fuck is this? And Passion Fruit like, what are you talking about? She like, girl, come look at this shit. Reese's, Shay, all them over there looking at it, and it's like some fucking rules, and at the very top it say rules for the drowned. Drowned, past tense, mean your ass already dead. Rule for the drowned, okay? Rule number 1, no mirrors after midnight. Very first rule, no mirrors after midnight, okay? Second rule, don't answer your name if it's being called from the lake. I don't give a fuck who's calling you. Don't answer if you hear a name being called, whispered from the lake. That was rule number 2, okay? Rule number 3, never swim alone, okay? Third rule, never swim alone. Fourth rule, if you find a teeth, bury it. That was the 4th rule. If you find a teeth, bury it. And the 5th rule was respect the dead. 5 rules, very simple. He gave it to them. They thought it was a fucking joke. They thought it was hilarious. Shay was like, oh, this is some bullshit. Shay went and put the damn paper on the refrigerator like making fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you would your child drawing or something. She put the rules on the refrigerator. And she went on Snapchat and started making all these Snapchats like mocking the rules. Okay? So the first thing she decided to do was, after midnight, she decided to take her ass into the bathroom and film the mirror. Rule number 1 said, no mirrors after midnight, but she decided to take her ass into the bathroom. Hi, Robert! She decided to take her ass into the bathroom and film the mirror. Breaking rule number 1. Right? So, around 2 a.m., Shay stood in front of the bathroom mirror recording again. And she started hearing whispers. And then she started whispering back, come get me then, Ghost Town. Come get me. Making fun. Come get me then. Whispering to the mirror, come get me then. She woke up this morning. All them woke up the next morning. The mirror was broke from the inside. There was no broken mirror on the outside. It was cracked and split all types of ways. But you couldn't feel none of these cracks or splits on the outside of the mirror. Like on the glass on the outside. These were behind the fucking glass. Cracks and breaks on the mirror. Hey, Robert, just a creepy story about Lake Lanier. That's all. So, when they get up and see that, everybody's like, okay, what is going on? Shay decided to tell everybody, well, last night I decided to go in there and record the mirror. And everybody was like, but didn't the rules say don't do that? She like, y'all think the rules for real? Passion Fruit like, why's you playing? I ain't playing. I mean, this man, it was probably a joke. It was probably a joke. Laquita was like, I don't feel like it was a joke. That man gave us that paper for a reason. Like, girl, all y'all are crazy. All y'all are tripping. But what the fuck ever. She got mad. She stormed off. And in the letter, it say, Cammy, in the letter, she storms off or whatever. They said it looked like something was trying to claw from the inside of the mirror out. That's how it looked on the inside of the mirror. Broken up glass, but the mirror was not physically broken. You can see all these broken shards of mirror, but when you touch the mirror, it was smooth. One no cracks, one no breaks, but you could see the mirror was broken. Okay? Cool, 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 cool. After that, Shay started sleepwalking. And not like regular sleepwalking. She started sleepwalking to the lake, to the dock. They would find her on the dock, like completely out of it, eyes wide open, talking to the water, and not her voice at all. Like it ain't her voice at all. And she's talking to the water, and she says it's calling her. She said, she's calling me from the steeple of the church. Now, of course, Reese not being from Georgia, she like, what the hell is she talking about? The steeple of the church? But she started sleepwalking every night, and they would find her at the dock, talking to something in the fucking water, but it wasn't her voice that they were hearing. But it was coming out of her mouth, but it wasn't her voice. And she was talking to something in the water that she kept calling her. They never knew the name. She just kept calling it her. Okay? And she said she could hear the lady singing from the steeple. Now, this didn't make no sense to Reese, because Reese was like, what the hell is she talking about? What does she mean she's singing from a steeple? But she goes and do research, and she finds out that there's a whole a whole town, an entire town under the water of Lake Lanier, including a church with a steeple. So when she put this two and two together, now Reese is starting to get weirded out. Now she's asking people questions about Lake Lanier. What's up with that lake? What's going on? And people would tell her, it's haunted. People drown and die there all the time for no reasons. And now this is really starting to fuck with Reese. Now the rest of the house, Laquita, Passion Fruit, and Shay, ain't nobody, they ain't really taking it too serious. But Reese is starting to put, the math is mathing for Reese. So she putting this together. So she's like, okay, something's not right. Then Laquita started. Laquita started waking up in the middle of the night, screaming, running, like haul-assing into Reese's room, screaming about she hear her daddy whispering her name. Her daddy died last year. According to her, the daddy died last year, so ain't no way possible she should be hearing her dad call her name, but she says she hear her dad calling her name from in the back, which is where the lake is. She's never answered. Every time she heard it, she's never answered. You too, Robert. She's never answered when her name was called. She would just try to drown it out. One morning, her name was being called really loud by her dad's voice. And she stayed in the bed. She didn't come in there where Reese was. She just stayed in the bed and tried to tune it out and go to sleep. Well, when they got up that morning, there were wet footprints coming from her bedroom door, walking all the way over to her bed, and they stopped there. Everybody in the house is freaked out. Where did the fucking footprints come from? We all just woke up. Who feet are wet? They couldn't figure out where these wet footprints came from. Don't know what happened. None of that. But she continued to hear her dad call her voice, like whisper from the backyard where the lake is, with her voice, her name. Okay? Passion Fruit, she was an artist. She liked to paint shit. That was her thing in college. Passion Fruit wakes up one morning and she's cleaning up, and she happens to find a molar. Looks like a child's molar under the kitchen tile. It was black. It was soft. Like, ew, what the fuck? But by Passion Fruit being an artist, she decided to pin this kid's molar to her canvas. After she did that, she started drawing an underwater town around the tooth. She drew people with blank faces at the very bottom staring up out of the water. She continued to draw that every day, over and over and over and over and over again. She couldn't stop. She just kept kept drawing the church, kept drawing the church, kept drawing the church, kept drawing the church. She could not stop from drawing the church at all. They would try to stop her. She wouldn't stop. It got to a point where she wouldn't eat. She wouldn't speak. She would just keep drawing the church over and over again. And she would always draw it from like like a view from being in the bottom of the water looking up. She would always draw it that way. Not so much as like a picture of you seeing this, as if you was in the bottom of the lake drawing what you saw as you looked up. That's how she always drew the picture. And they thought like this is weird as fuck, but she stopped eating, she stopped talking. She all she did was draw that fucking church all the time. Well, in his letter, according to Reese, the last night was the hardest to put into words. She said, so it all started off. It was raining hard as hell that night. They was all weirded out from all the shit that had been going on. So it was raining hard as hell that night, and the power went out. So when the power go out, Reese goes and light candles so everybody can see. When she does that, Shay just busts out laughing hysterically, like out of nowhere. Nobody said nothing funny, one no damn jokes. She just busts out and started laughing hysterically, like out of nowhere. And everybody's looking at her ass like, you okay? Shay, you good? And she just laughing hard as shit. And everybody's like looking at each other like, is this bitch okay? Is she okay? And she just stopped laughing and she was like, they told me it's my turn now. And then she started back laughing again. And she walks out the back door in the middle of a fucking storm. And she's walking towards the fucking lake. Like just giggling her ass off. Now, of course, Laquita, like, no, you know, she grabs a flashlight. She runs out the house right behind Shay. But Shay had already walked right into the fucking lake. Like she didn't float. It was as if she had rocks in her pocket. She walked right into the fucking lake and they didn't see her no more. Laquita runs out with a flashlight in the middle of the storm, trying to find her, trying to help her, trying to see if she can see her. She runs down the dock with her flashlight on, trying to see if she sees Shay. She slips, falls, slides her ass off the dock right into the damn lake. When she hit the lake, Reese is standing like at the back door. She see this going on. She see Laquita hit the damn dock and slide right off into the lake. When Laquita hit the lake, she came up, but Reese says she saw what looked like pale hands, webbed pale hands that was pulling for her, like pulling her down. She was fighting to like get away, but she just saw a bunch of hands like pulling at this girl all types of ways, pulling at Laquita from her shirt, her hair, everything, until Laquita just went down. And Laquita didn't come back up no more. At this point, Reese's scared as hell. She just like, what the hell is going on? And she looks over to Passion Fruit, and Passion Fruit is just staring out the window. She's just staring out the fucking window. Like, she ain't said nothing. She's just staring out the window. And she's like, Passion Fruit, we got to do something. We got to call somebody. You know, like, are you good? What's up? Like, speak to me. Are you okay? Passion Fruit turns, and she looks at Reese, and she says, it's my turn now. And she started walking out the back door. What the fuck? Reese like, hey, stop. Passion Fruit. She is pulling Passion Fruit by her clothes. Passion Fruit is pushing forward like she's being pulled forward. She ain't even stopping. She ain't tussling with Reese. Reese is pulling all on. She ain't tussling with her. She is steady walking straight into the fucking lake. And she is screaming like Reese is grabbing her, trying to trip her up. She just gets back up like a fucking robot. She just jumps right back up and keep going forward. And she's doing everything she can. Like, Reese is trying to stop her every way she can, but she's getting closer and closer to the fucking lake. It's thundering, it's lightning, it's raining. We screaming like, stop, wake up. And she's trying to wake her up. She jumps in front of Passion Fruit and she grabs Passion Fruit by the face like, wake up. But Passion Fruit is like pushing past her. And she like moves out the way so Passion Fruit can keep walking. And when she turns around, the whole lake is full of people like standing on top of the fucking water. Like tons of fucking people standing in the, like on top of the water in the lake, like a fucking concert. They all just standing there. And they're like looking in the direction of Passion Fruit, and Passion Fruit is just walking. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. Reese is screaming for her, like, stop, come back, turn around, come back. The people in the water starts to walk towards Passion Fruit. Like they're bringing Passion Fruit in, like welcome her in. And Passion Fruit walked in. She didn't tussle. She didn't argue. She didn't fight. The people are like grabbing her by the arms, walking her on into the fucking lake. She didn't fight. She just got a smile. She looking at everybody like she know them. Like, hey, girl. Hey. Reese like, hell no. Now the people in the lake done homed in on Reese ass. Reese barefoot, haul ass through the woods. She didn't care. She just ran. Ran through the woods, didn't know where she was going. Hey, Kobe! Didn't know where she was going. She just hauled ass and ran. She ended up hiding out in the woods until morning. The sheriff ended up finding her ass up under a fucking tree, shivering, scared to death, terrorized like a motherfucker. The sheriff finds her, you know, he gets her, and he asks her where she lives. She told him where she lived. And they said they had got a call from the landlord, because I guess the landlord came over and didn't see none of them there. But the doors was open. They, you know, like all their stuff was open. So he felt like something was wrong, and he called the sheriff. So she told the sheriff, like, everything that happened. As wacky as it sounded, she told the sheriff everything that happened. He told her that he went to the house. He didn't see nobody in the house. There were no signs of struggle, nothing. She told him all her friends in the lake. They combed the lake for 3 days. Sonar, everything, the boats, they went through the lake, combed the lake. Not one of those girls' bodies was ever recovered. Not one. Not one. It's like they just walked into the fucking lake and just disappeared. Not one girl body was recovered. So all 3 of these girls apparently had like social media. You know what I'm saying? They had like Instagrams and YouTubes and TikToks and all that stuff, right? So she said after this happened, you know, she was getting her stuff together to move the hell out because she was scared. She was like, she never broke any of the rules, but she feels like she's haunted by them. You know what I'm saying? Like she hear her name being called, what sounds like in Shay's voice sometimes. So she was like, fuck that. She didn't want to go to school here no more. She packed her stuff up. She got the fuck out of Georgia. But she told her friend Cammie in the letter that all 3 of these girls had social media, and all 3 of these girls' social media continued to be active after they walked into the lake. All 3. All 3 was posting weird shit daily. Even though all 3 of these girls' bodies was never fucking found. They never was able to recover these girls' bodies. These girls was actively posting on social media, even though they walked into the lake and their body was never fucking found. Weird shit. Like, come to church with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, really weird shit, like, posting on their page. And according to Reese, those ain't her friends. That's not her friends. She's like, she don't respond to none of the posts. She don't try to talk to them. She says she knows that's not her friend. And she feel like it's just another way for the lake to coach people there. She packed her shit up. She changed her phone number. She moved the fuck out of Georgia. And she told her best friend to like, leave, don't come look for her. Don't try to, you know, help her because she's haunted by Shay and Passion Fruit and Laquita. So she don't want her friend to be, you know, wrapped up in that shit. So that was the letter that she wrote her friend. Apparently, this friend did not take heed. This friend came back. She came to Georgia to try to figure out what happened to her homegirl. She rented a room in that house. She rented a room in that house. She said she wanted to be there for like a week, just try to figure out what happened to her sister. That's what she told the landlord. The landlord said it was fine. You got the money, bitch. You can stay there. And he let her stay there. Cammie went missing. Nobody knows what happened to Cammie after Cammie came down and rented the house. Nobody knows what happened to Cammie. All they know is they found the house the same way it was the last time. All the doors was unlocked and open. Cammie's stuff was still there, but there was no signs of Cammie. Not at all. So I'm assuming Cammie came and that letter was somehow left behind in the house. And the lady who sent me the letter was going to purchase this lake house because now it's up for sale. The old man has died and they trying to sell the house. So she was going to purchase the house. But after reading that letter and then doing her due diligence on checking these girls' real names and stuff out from the information that she found, and finding out that these girls are really missing, and they was last seen at their house. She told them folks she didn't want that fucking house. She didn't even tell them she found the letter in the house. She showed it to her husband, but she never told the people who was trying to sell her house. She never told them about the letter that she found in the house. But after she found that letter, she read that fucking letter and did her due diligence and checked out them names and researched and all that shit, and them girls was never fucking found. Passion fruit was never found. There are records of her being a student at the college. She has accolades and awards that she's won at that college. That girl mysteriously went missing the same night the other two did. It's like a cold case. They ain't look no further. Like they searched the lake and claimed they didn't find them girls. They didn't look no further. It's like a cold case for all three of them girls who went missing from the same house on the same night. And it's like a cold case. So after she researched and found out these girls were real fucking people, and these girls are really fucking missing, she didn't want to be in that house. She did not want to be in that house. And apparently when she spoke to a couple of neighbors who has houses out there, they also received the rules. It's spoken in hushed tones around the neighborhood, but the rules are real as hell. And everybody that get a house out in that way get the fucking rules. Nobody's never really asked questions about it. They just follow the fucking rules, and it's whispered about in that neighborhood. Like, don't forget, don't cover your mirrors up after midnight. Everybody in the fucking neighborhood follows the rules. They thought it was a game. They thought it was a joke. And they didn't follow the fucking rules. And now 3 of them are missing. The other girl got the fuck out of Georgia. And her best friend is also missing from trying to locate her when she was in Georgia. So, yeah. Don't do them houses, man. And a lot of people ain't gonna say shit. You know, if some weird shit is going on, other people ain't gonna say shit for fear of you thinking they crazy. So they're not gonna say nothing. They're not gonna say nothing at all. So if you happen to rent a house out by Lake Lanier, or you happen to stay in a hotel over by Lake Lanier and some really weird shit is going on, you're not the only person that's witnessing it. You're not the only person that's going through it. Everybody's just too scared to say anything because they don't want to be looked at like they fucking crazy. That is why I have so many stories of Lake Lanier, because this is what happens. People be too afraid to tell y'all this shit happens to them for fear of somebody gonna end up having their ass in one of them coats that make them hug themselves, eating multiple varieties of Jell-O every fucking day. So don't nobody say nothing. And this is why I get the stories and give them to y'all. Because you can call me crazy all goddamn day. Ain't nobody gonna do shit about it. Who gonna check me, boo?
Get beat.
Who gonna check me, boo? Call me crazy all day. This is where I get these stories from. So, yeah. There you go. That was another creepy but true horror story of Lake Lanier. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to have a special surprise for y'all next Friday if I can pull it together. But I'm gonna try to have a special surprise for you guys next Friday for story time. So thank you guys. I hope all of the ladies that was involved in tonight's story love their stories. Thank you so much for joining me for story time. I will see you guys again on next Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for another creepy but true horror story. And no, there were no cash apps tonight today. And I will be, no, we need a second story, Auntie. Don't be trying to have me on here like that. No, there were no tips tonight, Tay. Thank you. I got you next week. I'm moving out in a few days. That's what's up, Miss Nikki. So, yes, I will see you guys again next Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for another creepy but true story time. And I'm going to also post a poll so you guys can vote on what y'all want the topic to be based on the stories that I have. I will be posting that on tomorrow so you guys can start voting on tomorrow on what y'all want Friday story time to be about. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell button so you can be notified when I drop another story time. I love y'all. Y'all have a restful weekend. Good night.